So yes, ladies and gents, we are here at Fulton Square, next to 26 Federal Plaza.
Shut it down!
Up with liberation!
Up with liberation! Down with deportation!
This country knows that there can be no business as usual while ICE kidnaps, murders our people in cold blood.
That's right.
There can be no business as usual as this administration provides cover for this illegal activity.
That's right.
That there could be no school as usual when they send bounty hunters to stalk and arrest journalists and faith leaders. That there will be no shopping in this system that continues to fund billions of dollars to fund slave patrol. And we are here because we know that the people in office will do nothing about this. That they will continue to fund and support and provide cover for this. But we're here because the people have taken the responsibility in our hands. And you know why that is? Because we know that we are the people that built this damn city and this country from the ground up. Because we are the people that can and will shut it down. 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 Thank you so much for joining us. I know
Shut it down.
but we're gonna keep each other warm and we're gonna keep each other safe. So please join me in welcoming our first speaker, a leader in this struggle, Murad from the New York Immigrant Coalition.
Good afternoon, brothers and sisters. Are you fired up? I don't think they can hear you in that building. That's a death trap. Are you fired up? We want justice. We want peace. We want justice. We want peace. We want ICE off our streets. We want ICE off our streets. We want justice. We want peace. for being here. In this frigid weather, we have to continue to rise up and demand justice.
Yes, sir.
Justice, not just for Renee Nicole Good, or Alex Preddy, but all who have died in ICE custody as well. We also are demanding justice for the families who have been separated, the communities that are being gutted, and our entire country that continues to feel the harm of this fascist regime. And it is upon all of us to demand that our federal and state reps step up in this moment. Right now, the U.S. Senate is about to pass a 2-week extender for the Department of Homeland Security funding. They don't deserve not one penny more. And in this moment, we need you all to continue to build up pressure on Senator Schumer and Gillibrand to make sure that our Senate conference does not acquiesce in this moment. It also only extends it for 2 weeks, which means we have to keep up the pressure. We have to keep up making noise in the streets, calling their offices, sending them emails. And at the state level, it is beyond time that we pass New York for all. Our state dollars should not be going into investing in ISIS terror on our communities. We demand that the state pass New York for all. We also demand the passage of the Access to Representation Act, where people are showing up to 26 Federal Plaza and other immigration courts without a lawyer because, one, they can't afford it, and two, they will not be afforded with one. So the state of New York needs to step up and defend and protect its people by providing them with immigration attorneys to fight for them, their families, and in this moment, the Trump administration is relying on fear to divide us. They're relying on us to be scared and not coming back out. And we have a message to them. We don't get scared easily, and we do not bow to a fascist regime. Brothers, we are all part of the same garment the same fabric garment. And that is what they do not want us to believe. So it is upon all of us to continue to stand up united with one another. Injustice anywhere is injustice everywhere. Thank you.
No justice, no peace. We want ICE off our streets. No justice, no peace. We want ICE off our streets. No justice, no peace. We want ICE off our streets. No justice, no peace. We want ICE off our streets. Exactly. All right, everybody, let's give it up for our next speaker. Padma, an activist and a celebrity chef and a chef for the people. Yes, queen. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for coming out and saying no more to this administration and what they're doing. We are here because we want our country back. We are here because we want ICE out. And to Senator Schumer and to Hakeem Jeffries, we don't want to make concessions. We want to abolish ICE. I can't believe I am standing here in front of City Hall in New York, Immigrant City, fighting for the same old shit that everyone else fights for in generations before us. We want ICE off our streets because immigrants make our nation great. Immigrants have always always made this country great. Today, we are standing here and we are rallying to fight for justice, for fairness, for everything this country has always stood for. We want our country back. Everybody who called their senators, who wrote, who came out here, who posted, keep doing it because it is working. The only reason that we have that 2-week stay is because of all of you. So keep it up, it is working. I cannot believe what I am hearing and seeing and feeling on Canal Street, in Harlem, in our fair city, in Minneapolis, in many cities across this land. Tyranny, intimidation, no due process, and no fairness. We will not take this violence. We will vote ICE out by voting everyone who voted for them out. Are you with me? What do we want? We want ICE out. What do we want? What do we want? What do we want? When do we want it now? When do we want it? All right, let's make some noise. Let's vote these motherfuckers out. Let's take it. What do we want? ICE out. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? ICE out. When do we want it? Now. If we don't get it, shut it down. If we don't get it, shut it down. If we don't get it, shut it down. If the people don't get it, shut it down. And make sure they remember it, that we'll shut it down. Please join me in welcoming our next speaker, an organizer and educator and the director of the People's Forum, Manolo de los Santos.
Last week, the people of Minneapolis showed Trump what people power looks like. They took the first courageous step by calling for a general strike. They then asked people all over this country to join them. Right now, as we are here in New York City, over 300 other cities are rallying against ICE. This is no longer about the hundreds or the thousands or even the tens of thousands. This is about the movement of millions of people in this country. Millions who are sending a clear message to Trump and all the fascists in D.C. If you dare to send the National Guard, if you dare to send your ICE death squads into our cities, we will give you a general strike. Fascism only knows one answer: people power. It is the power of all of us together across all the lines of division that will stop this fascist government into the past. We want not just to abolish ICE, we want a future without any of the repressive security devices of the United States government. We actually want a future where education all the way through college is free and accessible. We want a future where healthcare is free and accessible. And we know that to get that, We need a movement of millions. So today is the first step that we're taking together as a movement. Today, we are flexing our muscles. But it doesn't stop here. We can't stop here. And we can't wait for the Democrats to get their shit together. We can't wait for the midterms. We need to make these changes now. So if you are with me, join me in saying our favorite chant. Fuck. 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 Thank you.
Brick by brick, wall by wall.
Brick by brick, wall by wall.
Racist system has to fall.
Racist system has to fall.
Brick by brick, wall by wall.
Brick by brick, wall by wall.
Racist system has to fall.
This racist system has to fall.
Brick by brick, wall by wall.
Brick by brick, wall by wall.
Racist system will fall.
This racist system will fall.
Racist system will fall.
This racist system will fall.
Racist system will fall.
Racist system will fall.
All right, everyone, join me in welcoming Linda Sarsour, a leading Palestinian organizer. Assalamu alaikum, New York City. Can I hear the students who are here today? Let's give it up to the New York City public school students and college students. I too am a proud graduate of New York City public schools. And I want to say to all the students, all the young people that are out here today, you are not the future, you are the now, you are the present. I am so proud to see you out here in this cold, to stand with immigrant communities, to stand against this fascist immigration system, to stand against ICE. Tell the folks that are here a little story that was told to me. Many times people ask, why do we come outside day after day, week after week? What are we trying to do? There was a man during the Vietnam War who stood outside the White House every single day with a candle and a sign that said, end the war. Someone asked him, they said, what are you doing here every single day standing out here by yourself? Do you think that you're gonna change these people? He said, no, I'm not out here to change them. I'm out here so they don't change me. We come outside to reaffirm our humanity, that we will not sit idly by while this government and ICE terrorizes our communities. We come outside to tell the little immigrant children who are afraid to go to school, to the immigrant parents who are afraid to go to work, that we will fight for you, that we will put our bodies on the line for you, and that your lives I hope that our immigrant families see thousands of you out here in New York, in Los Angeles, in Chicago, in Minneapolis, in New truly are all we got. We have the right to assemble, to record ICE, have the right to report what is happening in our communities. So my ask of you is please don't get tired. Please don't succumb and say, this must be how it is. This is not normal, and it will never be normal. I also want to say this. What is happening is not unprecedented. This horror has been inflicted on many communities in this country for centuries. That understanding and that context and history, it still is never normal. To Chuck Schumer, to Hakeem Jeffries, and I know people will say, why are you always talking about the Democrats? And I'll tell you why. Because they're the ones that claim to stand with communities of color. They're the ones that claim to stand with immigrant communities and marginalized people. And what we say to them, no more strongly worded letters. Without action. We, the voters of New York City and all over this country, we will not forget. We will remember who stood up to abolish ICE and those who ignored our words and ignored the power of the people in the streets. So stay outside, New York City. We don't get no justice. They don't get no peace. All right, there's a student here from Brooklyn Tech. Please join me in welcoming our next speaker, Donna Lieberman from the New York Civil Liberties Union. Hi, everybody, and thank you so much for coming out on this frigid Friday. We have no choice. The New York Civil Liberties Union and the ACLU are here today to stand in solidarity with the people of Minnesota and with immigrants all over our country. To Minnesota, thank you for standing up and speaking out for our democracy. From the line for humanity, for decency, against Trump, against No, against Miller, against Bovino, against Cohen. And against all their armed, masked thugs known as ICE. The people of Minnesota and elsewhere in the country. A lawless terror and massive violation of our constitutional rights. And we're here to say their names. Alex Scretchy. Alex Scretchy. hold good. And let their family, their friends, and community know they are in our hearts. Every single one of the 37 people, fathers, mothers, sons, daughters, sisters, brothers, who have lost their lives in ICE custody since Donald Trump became president. And every person languishing in Trump's horrific prison system at Dilley or Alligator Alcatraz or elsewhere on horse.
You got it,
And we're here to let them know we will never forget you. Your struggle, our struggle for dignity and justice, for freedom of speech and democracy. You know, the Trump regime is doing everything it can to bully us into silence. Their thugs, their weapons, their unchecked brutality. And on top of it all, the Trump regime is desperately trying to gaslight us and weaponize our justice system to protect cold-blooded killers. They're blocking investigations by even the Minnesota authorities. They're spreading lies, launching witch hunts to malign our martyrs and the leaders who speak truth to power. It is shameful, it is cruel, it is outrageous and unprecedented. Try to demonize our heroes, terrorize our communities, and wreak havoc with our democracy. We are not cowed. We are not intimidated. We are not fooled. And that's why thousands of people are in the streets of New York today, alongside millions across the country to say, ICE out for good. And that's why New Yorkers need to keep the pressure on our state leaders to do all they can to speak out, stop ICE's reign of terror, protect our communities, pass New York for all, another nickel for ICE. Hands off New York, ICE out for good. Out for good. ICE 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 out for good. Everybody, please join us in welcoming Malika from Brooklyn town. Hi everybody, I'm here representing Brooklyn Tech, and I'm so proud of all the students that have made it their duty. Under a sense of justice after witnessing the brutalities going on in Minnesota right now. And I want to make it clear that this is not just a Minneapolis problem. This is not just a Minnesota problem. This is a problem that is endemic to this country. It is a problem that we must fix. It's a threat to justice everywhere. And it's our duty as American citizens to fix this issue. It is an issue of racial hatred, an issue of xenophobia, and we will not let this administration tear us apart. America is a nation built on the backs of immigrants. Let this stand. So my students, my leaders, my educators, we will continue to fight. We will continue to protest. Education. Not for war and deportation. Not for war and deportation. Students united will Exactly. All right, everybody, let's give it up and welcome Tahir from the Palestinian Youth Movement.
Brothers and sisters, comrades and friends, for more than 30 days, ICE has attempted to unleash terror on the people of Minnesota. Trump, Vance, Barbino, and all of their criminal friends thought that they could respond to a historic strike last Friday with more violence to send a message, to scare you home. They were wrong. They were wrong. After last week's historic shutdown, hundreds of thousands of people have mobilized across the country to demand ICE out of our communities. ICE's thuggery is how the United States government views all of humanity. From brutal murders in Minnesota and Arizona and here in New York, to attacks, murderous attacks on Venezuela, the tightening of a horrible siege on Cuba, and thuggish threats against Iran. It is clear what their agenda is for all of humanity. The battle against ICE, to get ICE off our streets, is a battle against all these forces, is a battle to stop the genocide in Gaza. For more than 2.5 years, the US and Israel have carried out a horrific war which has seen entire families wiped out with AI-driven weapons, babies frozen to death in their tents, and basic life essentials turned into dystopian death traps. For more than 2.5 years, tech companies and politicians have allied to bring death and destruction, to develop surveillance technologies, which they are now turning against the people in Minnesota on the streets. A Congress which clapped 40 times for war criminal Benjamin Netanyahu has yet to show the resolve. Politicians in this city, like Richie Torres, AIPAC funded, drift more towards immigration control. Our demands are clear. End the genocide, abolish ICE off our streets right now. What do we want? What do we want? What do we want? Thank you, brothers and sisters.
Not for war and occupation. Not for war and occupation. Money for jobs and education. Money for jobs and education. Not for war and deportation. Not for war and deportation. Everybody, please join me in welcoming our next speaker, Brandon Villa, a leader with United Auto Workers Region 9A.
People power. Who's got the power?
We got the power.
What kind of power?
People power.
I'm here representing UAW Region 9A, 20,000 members in New York City. Among our members in New York are hundreds of legal services workers who do immigration defense. These are workers in 2320 and 2325 who are at 26 Federal Plaza, who are at the courts, who are in our communities defending our immigrant neighbors, our immigrant families. We also represent in our membership thousands of workers who are undocumented or on visa or who hold green cards. And we all know that today, no matter what your status is, you can even be a US citizen and you are not safe from the attacks of ICE on our community and on our people. was a union brother. He was a VA nurse. His union, AFG, represents federal workers. It is no coincidence that he is a member of the union that has been the most targeted by the Trump administration since they took office nearly a year ago. Collective bargaining rights, and we've always asked ourselves, how bad could this actually get? They stripped some people of their rights, some people of their bargaining rights, but is this going to escalate? Family, it has escalated to the point that our members are now being assassinated on the street by federal agents. Everywhere we are seeing attacks on working class people, cuts to our health care, cuts to what's left of our social safety net, attacks on our freedom of speech and freedom of assembly. I was at the vigil for Alex Preddy last night near the VA on 23rd Street, alongside hundreds, if not thousands of New Yorkers, many of them union brothers and sisters. And I was moved by a couple of things. First, the outpouring of love and solidarity for Alex's family, and especially his memory and courage. But also because as a nurse, his example resonates with the fight in New York City today, which could not be more evident. Our nurses at Mount Sinai, at New York Presby, at Barnes and Field. See how nicely connected that fight to the killing of Alex Preddy, not one of their immediate union brothers, but part of the union family. That should be an inspiration to us all. So today, I want to leave you with this message to all the union workers in attendance today, to all the union leaders in attendance today. Minnesota last week showed the example. We need to be prepared today, tomorrow, and whenever that time comes, that we have to stand up and walk. It isn't just called, it is organized, it is mobilized, it is prepared for. We are ready to do that work. Solidarity for us.
No peace, we want ice on our streets. All right, join me in welcoming Lisa, our next speaker from Dumb Island Workers Association.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm truly honored to stand before you today. With Minnesota Code, Filipino migrant workers and NYC answer. From a long of answering people's code. When the U.S. war on terror started, the Filipinos joined a million protesters in Washington, D.C. Yes. Under attack. In the mid 2000s, the Filipinos joined a million protesters and made it in Union Square. Genocide. The Filipinos and now, the Somalis and people of Minnesota called for a general strike. And border patrol terror. The Filipinos answered along with thousands and embassy and across the U.S. Somalis are no strangers of arms, race, and brutality. We, along So these ordinary people can push back against the agenda of Trump and I we call up communities. We demand an end to detention and deportation of families and neighbors. We demand to be treated as human beings with equal rights.
All right, everybody, join me in welcoming our next speaker, actress and activist who's been with us in the streets, Susan Sarandon.
ICE is holding about 73,000 individuals, the highest level reported by the agency, and an 84% increase from January 2025. 73% have no criminal records. 3,800 kids, 500 under the age of 5, and now the little kid with the bunny ears who now is very sick in Texas. Federal immigration officers have shot 13 people since September. Time in 5 states and Washington, D.C. They have opened fire on people since September 2025. Don't forget, besides Renee Good and Alex Ferretti, Keith Porter Jr. Journalists have found more than 170 cases in 2025 where citizens were detained at raids and protests. All the people that they haven't kept track of, and including all those that have disappeared from Alcatraz. The One Beautiful Bill Act took out 170,000 billion and gave it to DHS and ICE, taking it from our health care. Spent by 45 billion for new detentions. So we have harassment, the fear, the expense, and the basic testing of our freedom to do what we're doing here, to speak out loud and to assembly. And when you hear our laws that are going down, strike, saying that it's going to be impossible now to follow ICE vehicles, talking about the fact that you can't take photos, talking about all of these new possible laws that they're going to pass. And in the meantime, Pam Bondi has federal power, seeing how the courts will react, seeing how the will of the people to push back, and that's what you are doing here today. I'd just like to thank the people of Minneapolis for the example. How to protect our neighbors, but also how to organize. So thank you very much.
All right, everybody, join me in welcoming our last speaker, Claudia from IFCO, Las Pastas for Peace. What do we do? Civil rights are under attack. What do we do? Immigrant rights are under attack. What do we do? That is exactly what we are doing. Because we know that we are Minnesota, that we are the over 30 people who have died in our country, that we are the over 20 people who have been shot, that we are the 8 people who have been murdered.
generation to be criminalized as well because they were supporting their family members and their friends with the criminal HR 4437. People went out and defeated that law. Generation wants to tell us that we should be afraid. They want to tell us that we should be intimidated. But if there's one thing that is certain is that I stopped. People, it takes the unity of the people and it takes the resistance to make that happen. And if you take anything from today, take this with you. They fear us. They fear what we can do to them. Position of weakness, utilizing brutal force. If the politicians can't get their shit together, and they cannot grow a backbone, we're here to say that we were born with backbone. And we will transform society, and we will not only shut it down today, we will shut it down tomorrow. We have to make the transformations necessary. Shout out to the students. Here, because there hasn't been a revolution or transformation won without the leadership of young people. Students, united, will never be defeated. Students, united, will never be defeated. United, will never be defeated. Keep taking back. We gotta march now. Cold is slippery and there are thousands of us here. So, we help each other out. Because that corner, the northeast corner, there are marshals with yellow bags that are gonna help everybody through the snow, through the ice, and through the pathways. We have to be careful, we have to move carefully, but we're gonna go and march, am I right? Yeah! The people united will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated. United. Alright, our corners, follow the marshal. The people united will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated. Will never be defeated.
So yes, ladies and gents, I'm about to hit this march. Hit the like button, ladies and gents, and welcome to all. But the protest today was just about the people requesting that the People's Act be passed, which would stop local law enforcement from working with ICE. There's a lot of people out here, ladies and gents. I can't even give you an estimate as to how many people are out here right now. But as the march progress, I'm gonna update you guys as to what's going on. Make sure you hit that like button, ladies and gents. Subscribe. I'm gonna be giving you guys more of these videos.
No justice! Peace! No justice!
No peace!
No justice!
No peace!
No justice!
No peace!
If we don't get it!
Shut it down!
If we don't get it!
Shut it down!
We don't get it!
Shut it down!
If we don't get it!
Shut it down! So yes, ladies and gents, once again, the protesters are calling for something known as the People's for All Act, which would stop local law enforcement in New York, for example, NYPD, from working with ICE officials. So that's basically what this protest is about. side of Chinatown. Broadway and Canal Street. Broadway and Canal Street in Chinatown. That's another Dunkin' Donuts. Hit that like button, ladies and gents. Share the live, share the live. Hit that like button, ladies and gents, to get in this exclusive. All right. And make sure you subscribe to the channel, all right? You're gonna get more of these videos. I smell some Popeyes.
the video, hit that like button, hype the video, subscribe to the Livest channel on YouTube. I did better than Netflix, ladies and gents. I did better than Netflix. You are getting this real time, guys, straight out of the city that never sleeps. Real time. And you all get it without buffering too. No buffering whatsoever. Freezing out here right now. Yes, hit that like button. Share the video. Hype up the video. Subscribe. It's free. Guys, share the live, hype up the live, subscribe to the channel. You ain't gonna get this nowhere, ladies and gents. Let's go, hype up the video. You're getting it for free, like some buffet, you know? Getting it with no interruption whatsoever. Look at that. No buffering. Exclusive, guys. Real time. Washington Square Park, ladies and gents. Thanks for stopping by at all this, ladies and gents. And if you are not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. If this is the first time you've been to the channel, and ensure that you hit that like button on your way out. This protest will be coming to an end in approximately 30 minutes or so. Just keep enjoying the events. Real out here, ladies and gents. Real out here. Real outside. Shutdown. coming, ladies and gents. Still coming. It's a lot of people out here.
Fuck Border Patrol. Fuck Homeland Security. Fuck Tom Holman.
Keep sharing the video. Keep sharing the video. So yes, ladies and gents, I'm about to end this stream in about 10 minutes or so. Thanks for stopping by as always. Just keep supporting the channel. It's freezing out, ladies and gents. Very cold. It's about, what, 8 degrees? Yep. So yes, ladies and gents, ensure that you hit that like button on your way out and subscribe if this is the first time, if this is your first time to the channel. I'm about to end this stream now, ladies and gents.
I got cheaper gloves.
Thanks again to all. I'm out.